Do you like that? My father made it for me. He was good with his hands.
I never had a father. Well, I had one, obviously, but he didn't hang about. Mind you, nor did my mother.
I'm gonna be honest, I really wanted to do a video of reviewing Speed 2, you know, that movie. But it's not available on any streaming service for me, so I couldn't do that. But I found the next best thing, which is this movie, Wild Target, yay! This movie really just throws you off because it has a star-studded cast, okay? No matter what generation you're from, you're going to recognize one of the leads in this movie. In fact, the original actress who was going to play Rose was going to be Helena Bonham Carter, but she turned it down for Alice in Wonderland. I think it was the best decision, even though I wasn't a big fan of the live-action Alice in Wonderland. I think that she saved the movie. But to me, even more shocking than that is that this movie was directed by the same guy who directed Clue. I would have never put two and two together, honestly. But I have to say that really, from what I've seen this movie of, like, Rotten Tomatoes is the only one that's giving it a bad score, because I think the audience score is about a 56 and IMDb gave it a 6.7 out of 10. And on some other sites, it's like a 70%, 80%. So it doesn't have terrible reviews really anywhere except for Rotten Tomatoes. I do have to say, before going into this movie though, it is PG-13, and it's PG-13 because of language, violence, you know, all that. It's a dark comedy, so the comedy does get, you know, dark. I'm cutting out all the cursing just because they don't curse that often, but when they do, there's no need to include it. And whenever, you know, people are like shooting at each other, there's really no blood shown. Even then, I'm not going to show anyone actually like shooting, but there will be a couple of dead bodies that I show, but there's no blood. If anything, it's supposed to be played for comedic effect, so it shouldn't trigger anyone. One of the bodies that I show is literally in the trailer, so I think you'll be fine. I promise I'm trying to keep this review as family-friendly as possible. Okay, so originally this part of the video was just going to be a huge monologue of me talking about how I only review movies that I like, and even if I hate a movie, I'm going to try and hide it. But I realized that I'd never actually told you guys what this movie is about. The IMDb picture that I showed up earlier basically explains it. But yeah, there's this man named Victor who is an assassin. He's trying to retire, but that all changes when he meets this woman that he refuses to kill. The woman's name is Rose, and yeah. That's all you need to know. I kind of explained the movie on the way. Okay, back to the video. As usual, the link to my Etsy shop and Instagram will be in the description, and let's just get started. This film literally throws me off in the first second because in the credits, well, I guess like opening credits, it says Isle of Man film. I didn't realize that this was partially filmed in London and partially filmed in the Isle of Man. Anyways, this film starts off with someone getting assassinated. We are then introduced to our main character named Victor, who is practicing his French.
Je vole, je volais, j'ai volé.
I guess this was supposed to be a nod to the French film. Anyways, Victor is our hitman, or should I say professional killer?
And I work as a professional killer.
I guess either work, really.
Half now, half later.
For those who are confused, it literally means he has to tape his money together. We then cut to Victor assassinating someone else, and the person he just assassinated just so happened to have a parrot, so Victor decides to keep it.
Where are we going?
That wasn't me.
I know that scene's really weird, but it's just the beginning. So we then cut to Victor at his mom's house. And here we learn that Victor's birthday's coming up, so his mother is giving him an early birthday present.
Oh. You shouldn't.
And because it's Victor's 55th birthday, his mother feels that it should be time for him to retire and, you know, settle down, maybe have a family.
You're going to be 55, Victor.
I know.
The age your father was when you were born.
I just love how his mother is knitting a blue outfit, hoping that Victor will have a baby boy soon. That is just so funny to me.
Someone has to carry on the family business.
Then we find out that the parrot that Victor kidnapped is actually for his mom.
His name's Roger. Roger the parrot.
Our next character, Rose, is finally introduced, where she's breaking a bunch of traffic laws. Wait, why is she dressed up like Mary Brown from Paddington?
Hello there.
Now Rose is trying to get into an entrance of this museum, so she resorts to lighting a firecracker to distract the guards. And look, I know they were facing away, but how did they not see her? I mean, she's not blending in or anything. Rose is there to meet her painter friend, aka my favorite character in this movie.
Hey!
Oh.
Listen, I don't care who you are. If you purposefully scare me while I'm painting and feel no remorse for it, that painting is going in your face. I am so sorry, Julie. Are you okay? Are you okay? I didn't mean to, I promise. I was aiming for the thing above you. Are you okay? Okay.
I'm worried. I don't want to do this.
We agreed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I should probably be explaining what's going on. So Rose's restorer friend here, he is not only, a fantastic restorer, but he's also a really great painter. So he's able to replicate this painting so well, so Rose can sell the replica to this guy and make a ton of money for it. So basically she's selling a fake. Rose then starts rehearsing to what she's going to say to the buyer.
We agreed on 900. 900,000, or I keep it.
Perfect.
What is that wig? Oh my god, is that the wig from Arthur Newman?
£800,000.
We agreed 9.
We said 8.
We said 9.
8.
9.
8.
And because Rupert is such a generous man, he gives her the 900,000.
Oh, right, 9.
And instead of saying, oh, that was easy, cool, thanks, this throws Rose off for some reason.
900,000, or I'm keeping it.
What?
All right, I'll keep it.
Hey, I just said yes to 9. Put it back.
1 million.
Spoiler alert, she doesn't get the million.
No. This jewel.
I was gonna make fun of Rupert for talking to a painting, but I have to remember that I literally did the same thing earlier.
Got a nose for this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the painting was still wet. So naturally, Victor has now been assigned to kill Rose. I forgot to mention, I first watched this movie with a friend of mine, and during this scene, she was commenting on how literally no one noticed that she was taking stuff. And I'm just kind of like, looking back, it's like, yeah, I mean, this market wasn't that crowded. So it's now the next morning, and Victor has finally got some time to kill Rose. But he hesitates because she's just too beautiful. He's like, oh, I can't do it. She's just so pretty.
You've committed the ultimate sin.
Which I'm just like, has he never been tasked to kill a young, pretty woman yet? I mean, when we look at his assassin book thing, you could see that he killed this gorgeous-looking young woman, and he didn't hesitate. Also, he was about to shoot Rose from the balcony, which doesn't seem very discreet of him. I don't know. I just feel like he'd get caught pretty easily, but I live in America, what do I know? So Victor's mother suggests that to make things right, he should apologize to the client and kill Emily Blunt for free. So he tracks her down at a parking garage and attempts to do that. However, another guy has beaten him to it and is about to kill her, and Victor yet again hesitates and shoots the guy instead.
You killed him.
I had to. He was going to kill you.
Oh, okay, get...
What am I doing? What am I doing?
You tell me, start the car.
Just then, another hitman has tracked them down, and because Victor betrayed their trust and because Rose is a criminal, they're both about to get executed. Just then, Rupert, not to be mistaken for the other Rupert, this one's named Tony, he grabs the guy's gun and shoots him. By the way, I'm going to try to reference these characters by their actual name in the movie and not by their actual names or by a character that they've played in another movie. I realized I did that a lot in my reacting to the My Little Pony movie video. The only character that I'm going to do it to is Rupert Everett's character because I have no idea what his name is. Now Rose becomes emotional because she knows that there's people trying to hunt down and kill her. Bill Nighty's still trying to kill her for some reason. But then just as Victor is about to leave, Rose is just like, hey, wait, I want to pay you to protect me because there's people going after me, you know how to shoot, and she doesn't know that he's a hitman. Literally all she does is hug him, and then he's instantly like, yeah, sure.
Half now, half later.
Is this the first time something like this has happened to her? Because how does she know about the half now, half later thing? Anyways, in case you forgot, the second assassin is still alive and attempts to shoot Victor and Rose yet again. They run Tony over and then they just invite him into the car for some reason. Eventually, they do make it out of the parking garage and then they go to a hotel to lay low.
What name?
Smith.
Smith.
You have the same name?
We get into their rooms, we learn that Rupert is just conveniently down the hall.
Have you seen Mike?
Sorry, Mr. Ferguson, no.
Oh, my bad. His name is Mr. Ferguson. Okay. I'm still going to call him Rupert because I know somehow I'm going to sneak in a Rebecca Ferguson joke.
What if Rachel killed Megan?
As Rose and Victor are busy fighting about something, Tony's just too occupied with the cable on the TV. Victor and Tony are alone in the hotel room, and Victor tells Tony that he can be his assistant.
So I'll be your assistant.
Apprentice.
Victor joins Rose at the bar, I guess, to apologize for the fight they had earlier or something, but Rose isn't paying attention.
7 or 8 seconds. You're eyeing up the barman.
Yeah, he fancies me.
We made eye contact a measly 2 times, but I'm a 25-year-old lady and I know he fancies me.
What'd you weigh?
My British is not that good today. I'm sorry. Anyways, however many hours later, Rose is now super drunk to the point where she tries her card into Rupert's room. Nothing happens. The scene doesn't really have any significance, but how drunk are you? Rupert then hires this one guy to finish the job for him.
Needless to say, I want you to get rid of both of them.
I don't know what this guy's name is either, so I'm just going to call him Martin. He's famous as well, as is most people in this movie, so you might recognize him. So our friend Martin here instantly knows who Victor is.
Taller than average, thinner than average, average looks, average moustache. Victor Maynard.
Then our antagonists finally discover that Rose and Victor were in the hotel the whole time when Mike recognizes Rose's shoes that were in her car. Oh yeah, Mike is the person that Tony shot, by the way. So then Mike breaks his way into their hotel room, and of course Tony's the only one in the room. He's in the bathtub. So Mike tries to drown him and is unsuccessful, and Tony takes his gun yet again.
Please, put your hands up!
How does this keep happening? Anyways, Tony then leaves the hotel room and warns the others that they need to leave.
Quick, run!
What?
Emily runs like she does in every single movie, and Rupert and Martin start chasing their Mission Impossible 7 car. I love how in this scene, Rose admits that the car is stolen.
Yesterday, keys and everything. Talk about life.
Stolen?
Yes!
Pretty soon, Rupert's car crashes, so they're safe.
I think we've lost them.
Oh, you're not sure?
Do you want the sitting duck seat?
No, I'd rather you did.
Stop bickering!
I love how this dynamic turned into Bill Nighty babysitting 2 kids. Victor then offers that the 3 of them hide out in his house, which is a great idea, you know, but Rose still acts like a huge doofus about everything.
I have a safe place. We'll go there.
Is it as safe as a hotel?
I'm ignoring her.
Ignoring it.
Ow!
Rose tells Victor to stop at a gas station because she has to use the bathroom, and while they're waiting for her, Victor nearly reveals that he's a hitman to Tony.
Skills, handguns, sniper rifles, knives, explosives. The 17 methods of strangulation. And basic untraceable poisons.
You need to know all that to be a private detective.
Oh, and what do you know? Rose didn't actually need to use the bathroom, she just wanted to rob the store.
Come on! Let's go!
Once she makes it in the car, she starts eating on the one thing that she didn't drop on her way, as Victor and Tony start scolding her.
Unbelievably irresponsible. Staggeringly immature.
Staggering!
I love how seriously Tony is taking his apprentice role. I mean, he's just copying everything that Bill Nighty is saying. How can you not love Tony? He's just amazing.
Fig roll, anyone?
No one wants your stolen fig rolls, okay?
I'll have one.
Get lost.
Only halfway through the movie, and this video is already 12 minutes.
I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world hoping I could learn a bit.
Oh god, I saw this movie with my friend when this song was very popular on TikTok. Fun times. They arrive at Victor's house where he has cows for whatever reason.
Is that a cow?
Then we walk into their house and we can see that Victor's house is covered in plastic.
Look what I found. Snowy. Hello.
My friend brought up during this part that Ron Weasley was afraid of cats. Someone's gonna have to fact check me on that. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Also, isn't Emily Blunt allergic to cats in real life? I guess that explains why she's petting it awkwardly. Victor assigns everyone to a room, and I just love how Victor's baby room had like this hanging above it. Why doesn't Rose just get one of those suitcases with the extended handle? Anyways, now Rose continues to be mean to Tony by pouring him very little wine.
Phone calls either. Mobiles to be kept turned off.
Oh yeah, remember how Rupert and Mike got into that crash? Yeah, so here is where they ended up, and so now it's basically Martin on his own. Well, now it's 2 in the morning, and Victor is hearing some really strange noises from Rose's room. Don't worry, it's not what you think. She's just trying to turn her bed around.
I'm turning the bed around because I sleep facing south and... Can you help me?
There, due south.
Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know, Rose. Why didn't you think of that? Maybe you didn't pass the 2nd grade or something?
Those shoes.
Yeah, they give me confidence.
Yeah, they also cause me to run like a waddling penguin. And the next morning, I guess Rose is super thankful for Victor for helping her fall asleep, so she digs a hole in his backyard.
What are you doing? You're insane!
I'm just digging. I've never dug a hole for anyone before.
And you had to do it for me!
Yes!
I swear, Helena must have dropped out halfway through writing the script because there's no way that this lady was almost played by a 40-year-old.
Fill them back up and put the turf on top now.
No!
Rose then complains about Victor's home.
This gloomy, awful house. God, it's horrible. It's like everywhere you go, there's that smell.
What smell?
Cleanliness, bleach. It's like being in a hospital. It's so safe. It's dangerous.
I mean, I can see where Rose is coming from, but at the same time, you're being hunted down by people. Anyways, then cut to Tony doing something weird outside. I guess Rose's speech about Victor really got through to him.
You really don't know anything about yourself, do you?
So Victor walks in on Tony thinking that maybe it's him that's confusing him.
Confusing me.
Confusing you?
Without meaning to, without realizing, without either of us realizing.
Confusing you?
Sexually.
I see.
Don't worry, this scene has no significance. After looking at Tony's body, Victor just leaves the room. So the next night, Rose yet again can't sleep, which I thought was because her pillows are facing north again, but I guess that isn't it this time. She probably just wanted to talk to him to apologize, and also because she couldn't sleep.
I could massage your feet.
Are you serious?
Guys, I can't make this up. The next minute of this movie is just straight up feet massaging, which was really weird. Oh hey, I just realized that Rose isn't wearing a dress to bed and is being nice to Victor in the scene. Perhaps she has changed after all. Perhaps I'm gonna have to try foot massaging someday because it works almost immediately. Rose falls asleep, and in the middle of the night, she's nearly murdered. But it's all okay because Victor has everything under control.
Back in a wheelchair just tried to kill me. She had a knife this big, I swear.
It was horrible.
It's true.
Mother, there, it's me. Mother.
I've got everything under control. Can we talk about this?
I'm very disappointed in you, Victor.
Honestly, I can't really blame Victor's mom at this point. He went from not killing this girl to massaging her feet. Now this movie gets even weirder when Rose confesses her love for Victor.
You know, when his mother woke me, I was dreaming about him.
Really?
God, now this dynamic is like little brother, sister, and boyfriend. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. So, a few years ago, there was this movie/TV special called Gideon's Daughter, where Bill Nighty played Emily Blunt's father. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop there.
She didn't know, I think she thought until it was only about halfway through the shooting that she realized I wasn't the science guy. It was wonderful, Emily, and I was very, very happy and very lucky to have her play my daughter.
Because yesterday, I couldn't wait to get away, and now I never want to leave.
What happened in between?
Foot massages Tony. That's what happened. As all of the massaging and attempted murder happened, Martin and his partner are trying to figure out who painted the fake painting. Remember the fake painting from earlier? So they run into this one guy who thinks for some reason that they're talking about the actual artist of the painting.
He's dead. Dead? When? 300 years ago.
He actually did know who the painter was, and he revealed it a few seconds later. So the next scene shows Victor's house turning dark, and so you think that something's up, but...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Singing happy birthday is always so awkward, especially if there's only two people. I also love how Emily accidentally blows out one of the candles.
Sorry about the mirror. I've never opened one of these before.
Oh yeah, this movie was filmed in 2008, so Rupert was probably like 20 years old. Then they start partying, which honestly, this party looked like so much fun. I mean, they had so much fun that the cat literally somehow turned pink. So then Victor carries Rose up to her room where she says this.
What do you weigh?
Yeah, you probably already know what happened. We're just gonna skip over that. The next day, Victor takes off the plastic off his furniture while Rose, for some reason, sneaks into his room. I guess her stealing tendencies got to her or something. And of course, then she finds out that Victor is not only a hitman, but was hired to assassinate her. I don't know what else I was expecting, but why is that the picture that he had? So Victor goes up to Rose's room, of course, to surprise her because he took off all the plastic on the furniture, but Rose, of course, now thinks that he is going to kill her.
Why are you smiling?
You'll find out.
Honestly, if I were to give this movie any real literary compliment, I guess, it would be that the irony in this scene was done really well. And not to mention how the hole in the door kind of acted more as a serious moment when before it was more comedic. I don't know, I just think it was really well done. So Victor and Tony blindfold her and walk her down the stairs, and soon after, Rose frees herself from the grasp and confronts Victor.
Not long for you two either.
That gun's dangerous.
You don't say.
That is a weird looking gun. Anyways, pay attention to this, it comes back later.
You're a liar, and you're a killer.
And you're a thief.
You're made for each other.
Rose waddles away to her Mission Impossible car, leaving Victor all sad. Soon after, he realizes that with Rose not out of the house, it increases their risk for, being killed. And so Victor then teaches Tony how to shoot and defend themselves. Rose then goes to her restorer friend Jerry to warn him that there's people coming after them, but he's already dead. Poor guy. He was my favorite character too.
Where is he?
So then Martin tries to get Rose to confess where Victor is.
Tell me, and I'll cut off his finger and make you swallow it.
So then Martin goes over to Victor's location. They talk about something. This is the first time Martin and Victor have met, by the way. They haven't met previously before this. If I'm being honest, this conversation is really weird.
And the ones you mess up?
Did they torture you?
No, I gave them your address right away.
Good girl.
So Martin tells Victor to kill Rose while Martin's assistant kills Victor. Basically, Tony lives, so honestly, I care, but it's like, Tony. But anyways, Victor hesitates, obviously.
I can't.
Do it!
So then Rose, being the big girl that she is now, assures Victor that it's okay. I guess she knows French now, okay. Anyways, Victor's mother comes in and kills the assistant.
Higher than that. At your age, I still have to do your homework for you.
So remember the gun that Rose stole from Victor's room? So now Martin has it.
Nobody move.
Oh, I forgot he took that one off me.
And also remember how Victor said that the gun was dangerous. So basically, I guess it wasn't cleaned properly or something, so it kind of fired back on Martin. Point is, both him and his partner are dead, so I guess that means that they're safe. I really don't think so, because Rupert and Mike are still alive. They're just in the hospital. I guess they're fine, though, because 3 years pass. Rose and Victor have a child who's really cute, and that's basically where the movie ends. There is this really weird gag about the child burying the cat.
Has anybody seen the cat?
And yeah, that is a Wild Target. So, weird movie. It's one of those movies that I think you can find joy out of, even though it's kind of cringe at some parts and, objectively kind of weird. But, I still had a fun time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, my social links as well as my Etsy will be linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what movie you want me to do next, because I checked and Speed 2 is still not available for me. I don't have a premium subscription anywhere. So yeah, just let me know and I'll see you next time.